Hey gamers and gamerettes. Gamettes. Does gamettes sound better or gamerettes? I don't know. Still haven't chosen one. Okay, for this video I thought I'd look at my Mega Drive collection, which is Sega Genesis in Europe. I don't have a lot of games for the Mega Drive, mainly because I don't know of any physical shops that sell them. Most of them I have to get off eBay or online. Anyway, first game I have, World Cup, Davis Cup World Tour Tennis. I haven't played it yet. It might be a good game. The thing with cartridge-based games like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, even the handheld, what I find is that sports games, even games like this, which is supposed to be realistic, but because of the technology back then, they aren't really that realistic. So I tend to enjoy them, even though like for like NBA Live, things like that nowadays I wouldn't actually enjoy, but ones from back in the day where it's cartridge based, I do tend to enjoy them a lot more. So I haven't played it yet. I don't know if it's a good game or not. I will definitely let you know. My next game is Ecco the Dolphin. You might remember the video where I got it. It's a very nice game. I would get it. I would recommend getting it, but only for collector's sake. It's a good game, but as I said in my video before, it's hard to figure out what to do. They tell you what to do, it's hard to figure out how to do it. There's a lot of area to cover that you can cover, and it tends to get boring after a while. There is save points in the game, but it still gets a bit boring. The next game, Castlevania: The New Generation. Also, if you saw my previous collection video, this is my first Castlevania game ever. I've never had one before. I've never played one before. And before this, I've never actually seen one, like a case or cover or anything like that. I haven't actually seen one before. About 2 weeks ago during the Halloween period, Hollywood, the Angry Video Game Nerd was doing a series on the Castlevania games, and I just happened to get this in the same week. So that was pretty cool. I have played it. It's a very nice game. I will be doing a review on this, as it's my first Castlevania game ever. I have to do a review. There you go. It's a very good game. I would recommend getting this for Mega Drive. If you haven't already, definitely recommend getting this. The must-have game for the Sega Genesis, for the Sega Mega Drive. Again, this is a must-have game. If you have the Mega Drive, you must get it. Sonic. Yeah, what can you say about Sonic that hasn't really been said? You have to get this game. It's a must-have. No questions about it. Pay whatever you need to pay to get it. I paid £1. And this game was my first actual game. I got this game before I actually got the Mega Drive console. It was the first Mega Drive game I got while I was in England. Funny enough, it's Japanese, so I can't actually play it. It's called Hellfire. It's a side-scrolling space shooter game. Japan has a lot of these actually for various consoles, side-scrolling space shooter games, which are a lot of them are very nice actually. Some of them might be quite clone-ish, but a lot of them are very nice. A lot of them do have unique features and things like that. As I said, I don't actually have a Japanese Mega Drive yet. I will get one whenever I do get one. I know there is a adapter where you can play Japanese games on the European Mega Drive. I don't have it yet. I will get it eventually. I will play this game. I will review this game and let you know. That's all I have for my Mega Drive collection. only 5 games. I'll get more in the future. While I was in America, I did have a Sega Genesis. It was my second game console. I got a first one I had was Nintendo, the NES, and then I had Sega Genesis, then I had Super Nintendo. I was the only person I knew that had a Sega Genesis, actually, which was quite annoying. People did come over my house to play Sonic, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, etc. But I couldn't trade with anybody. I couldn't borrow anybody else's games because no one had any. Everybody had the Super Nintendo, which is quite annoying. I had a lot of games for the Sega Genesis as well. I had the attachment, the Sega CD attachment as well. I didn't have a 32X, as I thought it was pretty pointless to get one. Really, it didn't appeal to me. But the Sega CD, I had that. Had the Sega Genesis. I had a lot of Sega Genesis games. Not a lot of RPGs. The only RPG I had was Shining in the Darkness, but I didn't know it was an RPG at the time. I didn't even know what an RPG was. I did have it. I didn't get rid of it. I hope I still have it. But there you go. That's it for my Sega Mega Drive collection. The next video I will put up will be on my Nintendo collection. So that's everything Nintendo. Alright, later.